Hello Gemini, welcome back to the Lynx Tarot. This is Monica and this is your trick or treat reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're jumping in here with the Power of Surrender cards. All right, Gemini, surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. So this is in any relationship. It could be a romantic relationship. It could be a business relationship, at work, friendships, okay? Surrender to setting limits. It's time to set boundaries and know that that is a healthy thing to do. All right, Gemini. So let's jump over here to the Everyday Witch Tarot. So the trick is setting limits. The trick is the key, right? The key to achieving your peace and success and what you want in life right now is setting limits. All right, so let's jump in here with the Everyday Witch Tarot. Get some cards laid out. We have the Tower, Eight of Swords. Capricorn just got that, I think, right in that position. And we have the Chariot, Two of Wands, Temperance, and the Ace of Pentacles. All right, Gemini. So bouncing off of surrendering to setting limits, we have the Tower card. Your limits have been met in certain situations, okay? And you're like, okay, that's it. Like, I'm letting this crash down because this didn't work. This was built on false pretenses. I didn't realize it at the time, but I realize it now. That's done. I'm moving on. I have the world in my hands here. The sky is the limit for me. Two of Wands. The sky is the limit for me. I'm not letting anybody hold me back or anything hold me back that is not good. You tried and you're like, nope, not doing that. Not doing that. I have my whole life here right before my eyes. Different things I want to do. And I'm setting these boundaries. So that's a very powerful message there. We have the Eight of Swords, which again is like, it looks like boundaries in a different way. The person in this Eight of Swords is limiting herself. So you're getting out of self-limitation. And the Temperance card is about balance, right? It's about balancing out, I would say time that you spend on different things and with different people. It could also be about temperament. So your temperament has something to do with something important in this reading. I don't really feel, Gemini, like this is so much like you, but you might be caught up in your thoughts, okay? Because the swords have to do with thought, communication, clarity. Something that wasn't very clear before, I think is now clear. You might be angry about it. And you need to process it, like work through that. It might be something that you wanted to move on from really quickly on to the next thing. Definitely don't keep yourself caught up in it and trapped like that. Definitely don't do that. But with the Temperance card, it's saying that you still need to process what you've been through. It's over, but there's kind of some remnants left. Someone pointed that out to me recently, that there was something this person thought I was still processing. And I'm like, oh no, I'm over that. And then I'm like, wait a minute. She's right. Because I thought a little bit deeper about it and how it was affecting a certain part of my life. And I'm like, you know what? I do need to think about that a little bit more. What still bothers me about that past situation that I've been trying to not look at, like with the Eight of Swords. So use that Temperance energy. This could also represent a Sagittarius that you're dealing with. And then we have the Chariot, which could represent Cancer. Okay, not necessarily, just throwing these signs out there. This is about making a decision. I feel like you did the right thing. And whatever this decision was, it might not have had to do with your work, but it's leading you to abundance and new beginnings because you're not being dragged down by whatever it was that wasn't working before. The Ace of Pentacles is about strong money-making potential, strong career success. This could be something you're doing independently or climbing up the ladder in the corporate world, either or. It could be both. So trick or treat. So don't be tricked into being caught up on the past or into ignoring your feelings about something that's already over. Because just because it's over, it doesn't mean that you can't reflect on it. Don't ruminate. Definitely don't ruminate. But you might need to reflect on it a little bit more. But this is great. I love that Tower card being the first tarot card coming out here, because especially in this deck, it's like, okay, that didn't work. I'm done. I'm not doing that anymore. I've got stuff to do. Awesome, Gemini. Temperance could be about, you know, creating something, chemistry. You could have chemistry with another person. It could be in love. It could be in business. You could have like a really good match, a match with someone or a company that you want to work with. And the Chariot is about making this decision to move forward, which I believe that you're doing. It's just time to set limits, and I think that you're learning to do that, Gemini, which is great. All right, so the Tower and the Two of Wands is being clarified by the Six of Earth, or Archangel, what am I saying? Also, Archangel Jeremiah is represented here. Six of Earth or Six of Pentacles. The good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of abundance, borrowing wisely or paying off a debt, sharing your wealth with others less fortunate. So this could be about having enough to share with others less fortunate. This could also be sharing with animals, helping animals. The Eight of Swords and Temperance is being clarified by the Five of Fire or the Five of Wands. Another Archangel Jeremiah card if you want to look him up. Conflicts with others caused by opposing opinions. Walk away from drama unless the situation is really worth your time. Then stand up for yourself. It also says very ambitious people. So I feel like you are very ambitious, Gemini. It's important for you to be around other ambitious people, and any conflicts caused by others, I feel like you've walked away from that. Keep walking. And I don't think you're going to get sucked back in, but this is just Spirit acknowledging, like, yeah, we know what happened. And good for you, Gemini, for making this decision for yourself and setting these limits. That was the trick or the key to your success, getting this negativity out of your life. The Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles, beautiful, is being clarified by the Four of Fire or the Four of Wands, Archangel Jophiel. So much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine and the angels for peace and prosperity coming to you. Peace and contentment in your personal life. Yeah, so whatever was going on was causing strain in your personal life, at home, maybe at work, because you felt strained. Okay, so I feel like you're on the other side of this, and look with the Ace of Pentacles, and so much to celebrate, peace and prosperity coming to you. Okay, so you were already on the road to success, but you know, something was holding you back for a while there, Gemini. I think you know what this is, and you learned how to set those limits. And I think this message is coming up again, like not as a past message, just talking about something that happened in the past. I think it's coming up again saying, Gemini, you did good. You did a huge thing here. Our Spirit is recognizing that, and keep doing what you're doing. Set those limits when you need to, so that you don't repeat this pattern again. And look at this beautiful joy. And it's also about reaching a finish line, success, happiness. It could have to do with marriage or a union too. Okay. All right, so let's close this up with the Starlight deck here. I do have a Patreon page, Gemini. There's a link below where you can sign up for the waiting list. Sorry, I keep blanking out when I say certain things. Okay, Gemini. Whoops. Oh, goody. This is the second time I've dropped a chunk of this deck. All right. I've just had a long day of work, which has been good. It's been good. I'm just getting a little fumbly. Okay, Eternity. Give yourself permission to slow down, Gemini. That is the perfect message for you. Give yourself permission to slow down. And we have Singularity. You are your own sun, moon, and stars. And we have Nucleus. The power within the stars is the power within you. Beautiful messages, Gemini. Thank you for being here. Please comment below if this resonates and hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you again soon.